and share strike7sports.com. And tonight I just want to quickly talk about tomorrow's important game all of a sudden between the Memphis Tigers and the East Carolina Pirates. The game is a 1 o'clock tip off at FedEx Forum down in Memphis. Memphis is 11-4 right now, 1-1 in the conference. East Carolina is 10-6, 1 as well. Both teams are coming off losses in conference play. As a matter of fact, I believe, yeah, East Carolina just lost a nail biter to UCF, University of Central Florida, 64-61, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, I just want to talk about this tomorrow's game real quick and, ask the question of, is tomorrow's game a must-win situation for the Memphis Tigers? It's only the second game of AAC competition, but is it a game that they must win now, given the fact of how we've seen them play in the last two games? The game against you know UCF, not UCF, USF, South Florida, the Tyler Harris homecoming game where he came to back home to play against his former team, Memphis. You saw that game when they had to come from behind to pull that one off, and the game against Tulane is just Memphis to the Green Waves played them really hard, and they gave up 90 points in that game, and Base Hardaway was kind of adamant about, Tulane, a team like Tulane is not supposed to be giving them 90 points in it. And based on the quotes I read, the stories I read over the week, a few days, well, yesterday, from the commercial appeal, this is based on what Kendrick Davis said. It's like they are not following the game plan that Penny Hardaway put out on how to stop these other teams. You know, they'll shut down the opposing team's best player, but they'll let these other guys go off on them. Drop 30 points, 25 points, and Memphis gets in foul trouble. But I think it is for the most part is a must win game for the Tigers and ECU. You know, because if you lose another conference game. You know that puts you behind the eight ball when it comes to seeding in the NCAA tournament. Because I read some stories, some projections out there. They got Memphis as a 6 seed a few weeks ago. 6 seed, some had it as a 9 seed. That changes if you continue to take these type of losses. And when these bracketology type posts come out, brackets and all that, when these one of these big name pundits, the Joe Lenardis, the Jeff Goodmans, the Doug Gottliebs, and the Phil at 68, and Gary Parrish, all these other big name, big college basketball names out there putting out brackets and all that. You want them to be in there. And I know a lot of these things are not accurate, but some of them are. Joe Lenardis is like the one that I follow. I'm not going to look at who's in, who's out, the first four out, and all this other stuff. That's the one I go to, Joe Lenardi. But Memphis has to win this game. They must win this game tomorrow, man. Because you lose it, that's teams look at that film and they figure out how to beat you. And this based on what I read from the quotes from Kendrick Davis is like they are, you know, they're toying with the opponent, not taking the opponent serious enough. They're almost daring those opponents to make shots on them, and they're doing it. You can't take nobody lightly, man, especially in conference competition. And I've said this for the last couple of weeks, even in articles, stories I've written, that whenever it's AAC competition against Memphis, these opponents tend to get up for these type of games against Tigers. The Tigers, they just do. I don't know if it's because of the hype and the local media always hyping up Memphis. Pundits from the national perspective hypes up Memphis to a certain extent. I don't know what it is, but these teams that are like I would say, in my opinion, are not named Houston, are less talented than even though you got a veteran squad. They're, they're not talented as the Memphis Tigers, but they show up in these games. And you cannot take them lightly. You cannot, dare them to like make shots and all that. You can't, not take them serious. You gotta come bring it every night from here on out. If you want to have a good spot, a good seeding in the NCAA tournament, you must take care of business against these type of games, these type of teams. Imagine if you did lost to South Florida. That would have been a quad full loss. That ain't good. Follow with a loss, followed up by a loss to Tulane. That'll put you at two losses right there. And then you go into this game, really need to win it. Really need to win it, getting the victory. You know. But we'll see how everything plays out. Tomorrow should be hopefully the Tigers can get back on track against East Carolina. They haven't lost back-to-back games this season. If they do that tomorrow, it'll be the first time, but hopefully they can get a W tomorrow. I looked at East Carolina's schedule. It's to me their program. And I said this in the preview column. The game preview column is that they tend to play down to their competition sometimes. And a lot of games I saw this year, I saw on that schedule. Where they were supposed to win, they didn't win. They were just completely out played. But should be a good game tomorrow, man. Should be a good game. I expect Memphis to rebound tomorrow and then get back on the winning track against the East Carolina Pirates. So we'll see everything plays out. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. Do you think tomorrow's game game against East Carolina is a must-win situation, even though it's the Tigers' second game during the AAC competition? Also, check out strikesports.com for latest content on the NFL, the NBA, Memphis Tigers football, basketball program, and much more. Peace. I'm out.